have a video. I was broadcasting, but it froze. The broadcast ended, and I don't think it saved. So we might start from where it last saved. But we didn't miss much. It was just me learning about. It's basically we're still in the prologue. The prologue is showing us how to defend ourselves with a sword. Gave us a couple tasks. We had a blacksmith father who died. Showed us about speech, strength, charisma, and all the stuff I need to communicate with people. And it showed us Shaver Snap, which I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but it's basically in-game eaten food that saves the game, and that's the only way we could save the game by ourselves. Hopefully my broadcast didn't end and you guys could watch it, but if you didn't, there goes a whole thing. It's not a big thing. I could go without it and still understand what the game's about, which is basically the king died, his son came over, and he's focused more on women than his kingmanship, and his cousin, or his uncle, I forget, I think it's his uncle, bought mercenaries to take over the king's rule, and has attacked Skalitz, which is our home. Here we go. Here are all the DLCs that I have downloaded. From the Ashes is where we could make our own city. Treasure of the Past, which is maps. Adventure of Bold Sir Hans Capon, the rightful heir to the town of Rate, dedicates most of his time to matters nightly. Conquest line culminating in the Robber Baron assignment, which can be started after the main quest, questions and answers. So did this. Band of Bastards. I was gonna do that, but I didn't. I haven't done this yet. Done that, did that. Okay, so I only didn't do one out of all the DLCs, which I will be doing some of the DLCs during the broadcast. I will be doing the missions, the main missions. Once I finish the main missions, I will keep the broadcast going if, I have some activities to do that won't make the video boring, so you can keep watching. I'm going to be focusing more on speech, because that's what helps us through the story better. And also, From the Ashes, I have started that DLC a little bit, and the locator he pays, here goes Skalitz. As I said, Skalitz has been attacked by humans. We are going to run to Talberg. When Talberg the cutscene froze, and I had to close the application, which ended the broadcast. And the prologue, so far, it just taught me how to fight with a sword and also fists, if I didn't add that in. And it just gave us a horse, which we probably won't keep. Oh. Aha! At the bottom, as you can see, I am hungry, bleeding, and my foot is broken and bleeding. Ow! Zigzag, zigzag.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Okay, okay. All three of them have bows. Versus stamina. I'm leading them to people. That man has no head or arms.
Run for it.
Villager.
Ja. Gib was upp med den. Flee to Talmberg. Run for it.
To Talmberg. I think I'll have enough stamina to run through everything.
Go! They'll kill you all.
Here goes Talmberg. I have enough stamina to make it there. There we go, ride to Talmberg. There we go, he didn't freeze this time.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say?
Yeah.
Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
So, the prologue still hasn't ended yet. I've played up to the prologue. And it has not ended yet at all. Ooh, my wire is getting stuck. I'm charging my controller. You've discovered Talmberg.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Tired and hungry. That is not the place. I don't think the place is up here either. Oh.
Hey, you fled from Skalitz. How did you manage that?
It was awful.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My God, that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Here we go.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer valley.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Something to eat.
Okay, let's pick up a bunch of dish. Not gonna pick up all of it because it'll end up getting rotten at some point. Let's eat this. Give me 9 nourishment. Okay, nourishment 99. Let's sit down. This is my bed. If you are tired, your stamina sequence will also gradually decrease. Let's go to about 7.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
This is what I was talking about. I went to collect a debt.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Okay. Let's keep it with this.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon,
My phone.
ready to attack the town.
Okay. I saw smoke on the
I
horizon.
saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Folk fled to the castle for cover. I saw them kill my girl Bianca.
Father told me to take shelter at the castle while he went to get mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him, cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Siege of Skalitz began. I needed a horse. Humans are plundering the village.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of human savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzik's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save them. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Also, in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdeck, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Well, that's a horrible nightmare.
Wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
His leg could not have healed that fast. Took the torch from the table.
You might be right. I'm sure Sigismund ain't no fool. Backstabbing swine, maybe.
Sigismund and his army. Prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my command, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud tonight? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivis sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there. Well,
Aye, we will.
I'll do with you.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover.
I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a troublemaker right there now!
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, yours included. Will you keep watch of the battlement, my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
May the Lord watch over you. God be with you.
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we'll have time to get ready for it.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's hetman. And Skalitz is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Everyone to the baby's office. Quickly, the outfit. Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Well. Bury your loved one in Scots, talk to Sir Robard, get a horse. Oh. Talk to Sir Robard.
God be with you.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
If you were in my shoes, you'd do the same.
Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will...
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzik is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg. Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, And I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's village.
Were there many?
Indeed. But it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad. These are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jos. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory,
Wow, I was right.
built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Well, we're gonna end that there. We can put this torch out.
My respects to you.
I need to get out of here. Is there a trader here somewhere about Sigismund's army?
Is there some... Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. He's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Botova. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
And you get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate. And you especially are not to be let out.
Okay, let's go.
Let me out, I said. Don't you know who I am?
Someone is about to...
It's 14. Ah.
Not any longer. I've vital information for Sir Radzig from Sir Divish's spies. The fate of the Skalitz people depends on it. Sir Robard ordered me to leave immediately, so let me out, quickly.
A likely story.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
God be with you.
Okay. Botapa.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ be praised. How much money do I have? I have 8. Apparently treasure map. Oh no, he has a treasure map. Okay. What can I sell? What can I sell? Sell that, give me 3.2. And then that's 14.4. Sell one of those, give me 11. It's 24. Sell one of those, I could always make more. Actually, sell two. Oh. Okay, let's get rid of one. Let's give me 3. Fine, give me 2. There we go. And I have an idea in mind. Dress up as a guard. Ah. This is where I can do that. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. We're in the codex. Can I get a horse? Where is Pebbles?
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word... Farewell.
Yeah.
Flee the castle and get to Skalitz. Okay, let's just go to the map. I'm pretty sure I unlocked fast travel, so... Ravna. Ravna does not like me that much. I can't travel just now. Okay, why can't I fast travel? Let me go over here, cut through, so I can hopefully unlock more of the stuff. Loading. Oh, okay.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep you out on my own. Wait, they've already gone.
Looks like they burnt the bodies. Let's loot bread.
Who's there? Well, I am the pig.
Oh. Woo. Looks like he's not that good with poking. Okay, we got 37, 39, that's all I take. Got an apple and a pear, bread and a carrot. Can't loot him. Don't want to die, so they may surrender to you. It's then up to you what to do with them. Loot this bread and dried mushrooms. Ooh, let's grab those bandages. We got Groshen. Got an axe. We'll only take some high cost stuff because I'm not going to be having any of this. I'm just going to sell it. Besides the food. He had a bunch of groschen from me. Definitely took it.
Hey! No, leave me be. Don't kill me. I have nothing.
Come here. Come here, boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna try it. He was looting, so let's just go loot whatever is left on the body.
do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Got another shrine. Tony Longshan.
Hey, you're in the wrong.
Ew, I just knocked him in the head. Looks like these aren't good fighters. Trying to hit him with a strong hit so I don't have to worry about him. Just gonna boink him in the head. 117, 84. Oh, most of this stuff is ruined, so that's why I'm not taking it. Or it's about to be ruined. No, you can't get in from over there. Some man up over here.
What's going on there? Answer to my prayer.
Boink him in the face. Bunk him in the face again.
God in heaven.
You shall die.
Leave me alone, please.
No. Miracle 2096. There we go. Grab the bandages. There goes an entranceway. Let's check what he was looting. Didn't take the groschen. It's all ruined. That's all ruined.
He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
Oh, did not mean to take the mushrooms. Just take the groschen.
You stood by his side and we did this. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. You didn't abandon him like me. Just wait a minute. I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you.
Oh, okay.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? beaten. Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you.
There are arrows everywhere.
I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Find your parents. Now let's loot them. Okay, that's the mother. That's the father. These people died, like, horribly, like, goddamn. Okay, I think I'm done with looting. Where's that dog bark coming from?
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishop? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
Is he stupid?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing? What are you doing?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa and the men? When I fled, the humans went to... They meant to violate her. God knows what else.
No, I don't. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
I've interrupted you robbing the dead. Is that why you're so ill-tempered? You bastard. Haven't you got a shred of honor?
And what of it? The butcher has no more need of corn. And now that I think of it, your sword would do me quite nicely as well. Will you hand it over without a fuss, or do you want to end up like the butcher?
The only way you'll touch this sword is when I shove it in your guts.
So that's the way of it? Not without a sword, huh? Well, this isn't the end, fucker!
I can't do anything.
Easy there, boy. You know me. A good master wants to leave missing.
Ooh, I'm stuck. I'm overloaded. Let's upgrade strength. Blocking an opponent's strike with your shield will cost you 30% less than connected or unconscious bodies won't cost you any stamina, and they will burn half as much. I'm using a shield right now, so my speech. Increase your speech level by +3 when talking to nobles and wealthy people. You can't have the lowborn perks simultaneously. Let's do final offer. I'm up 81. Okay, I got everything that can drop you. Let's drop you. Let's drop you. Nourishment is that, so let's eat you. Chew. Let's eat all the food we have. Okay.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it here.
Here we go. Start digging.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all.
If you need some help. Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt. Aye. Cut the bastard down.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah!
I am not gonna do very well, as you could see. Okay then. I held L1, which is block, but I don't have, like, the perfect skill to counter it.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Okay then. I can't say shite. I still have a sword. Oh, what?
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done.
Those nightmares will end.
Wake up, Henry. It's sunrise. Henry, can you hear me? Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day. Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Are you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
Just have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything?
You got your arse kicked.
I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you. But you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. You slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents. I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
A few delirious days later.
Morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz when I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mine. After that,
What did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. As for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Oh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Gotten a sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If he'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzik?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of the banished of Leitha. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzik, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
You insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. Oh, God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Okay. Yeah, if you've seen the trouble I was having with lockpicking, I was having real... here goes the maps from the DLC. My 21 Groshin, Kunish's key, which I don't need. Lockpicks. Shard. So I have another sword. Let's eat. Oh, not cook. Eat. Okay. Let's go to armor. Put that on. This will go hunter's gloves. This will upgrade and use less noise. Do that. Noble shoes are good for everybody except the charisma. This is better than whatever I had on. Pencorp. Okay, this is good for everything besides the conspicuous. Do I have my shovel or no? No, I do not. He's activated. So I could start this, which I become Teresa, but I will not start that now.
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I'm gonna talk to her about...
Henry, I'm so glad...
What's the dog running
What
around
dog
here?
you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body. Faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mart along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoiled then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then.
What
does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah. I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker. You know, I don't want to think about Skalitz. So, I thought maybe you might take him with you?
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's got no one.
I'll take him.
Alright. I'll take him. He could keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then.
Yeah, I got a dog.
He's sniffing around somewhere here.
Come here, pups.
Hey, Mutt. Remember me? From Skalitz, remember? You wanna go with me? Come on, we'll get on like a house on fire. Follow me.
From the moment on, you have a canine companion. He's your best friend who will protect and help you, but you must take good care of him. You can take to him and feed him, ideally with meat, give him commands and rewards him with praise. With the cursor, you can give him all sorts of commands using triangle, heal. You also have the new skill of Houndmaster. It determines how well your dog is trained and what commands you've taught him. You gain experience by using the commands and other interactions with your four-legged friends. In this sidekicks tab, you can see the stats, the most important of which is obedience. It tells you whether your dog obeys you or not. Its level will keep falling, so if you neglect your dog for a long time, if obedience falls too low, your dog will stop heading some of your commands. If it falls to 0, your dog will run off, and it will take some time before it comes back to you. During that time, you won't be able to give him commands. The higher his obedience, the better stats the dog has. He'll defend himself, and you better, because greater damage to foes, and it will take longer before he decides to run off again. You can improve your dog's obedience mainly by feeding and praising him, but doing it several times in succession over a short period is less effective than feeding and praising him regularly. Okay. Yeah, I got sidekick dog. Current command free. Obedience is 50, sense of smell is 15.
To me? Theo?
Yes! Okay.
To heal, Mutt.
To heal, Mutt. Why is his name Mutt though? Like, why you gotta name him Mutt? 37. This is 14. We could drop that. This is what, 17. There we go. Let's go, buddy.
To me?
I'm Henry. Thanks for taking
My
care of
name's
me.
Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Pesce, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you, but it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. The corpses bother you.
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the field? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking screwball, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
Tell me more.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit...
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Woodsett, Cohelnus Miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Cohelnus? There's nothing sacred to you.
Money first, morals later. Still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I'll do it.
I think I've already heard more than I need to know.
Watch your mouth, boy. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. Can't believe I've come to this.
Digging up
Oh,
corpses.
And, watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. God be with you.
Okay, let's go. Ooh, get a spade. Spade is right here. I think I have enough.
Kahilma.
Let's go, pups. Oh. There we go. I don't think walking sideways would help from that direction, so I'll just go up this direction. Okay. Okay, let's check.
Christ, wound, what a fucking stink. How long have you been lying here? Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, the stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
Executioner probably has it. Oh shit. Shit, bruv. Let's knock you out. Let's take your trunk key, your door key, your piercer. That. If it's money, it's money. The hell? Let's take the groschen. Up in here. Lock. I'll be walking my way down here. Let's go. Not that far. You've discovered Rate. I thought I already discovered it when I went in it. Okay. He's gonna report the stuff stolen, isn't he? Yeah, he is. So I'll put all the stolen stuff in there so I don't get caught with it.
That's a good boy. That's my boy.
Do I have any food?
You'll love this.
Right on. Come on. Hopefully I can pick up the stuff over here that made me overweight. Yes, I can. I could see it on the road. Two things. I could sell them. Can I take this from him? No, I guess not. Ow. My neck. My chain. Okay, let's go in here, put my stuff in the chest. And then put all the stolen stuff in the chest. We don't need an axe. We don't need the stolen bandages. Piercer, hold on. Let's see. This is better, but the charisma will take a hit. Charisma will go up. Okay. Let's take that back. Let's see if that's better than what I have. You could put the shield in there. I'll take this back out once I get a chance to sell it. This is better stabbing, but I will have to put it. I've got coin enough to pay you back. There was no ring there.
There was a corpse in the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
We'll see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from
Mm.
Clever lad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
I'll do it.
Right, I'll go and find that ring.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
Get past the lock? You mean jemmy it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity, like popping a young maiden's cherry.
I can't pick a lock.
I haven't had a chance to try that yet.
Fucking hell. How did I get landed with a cretin like you? I'll have to teach you that.
Come with me. I do know, but I've heard that he could help you with your skill.
Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. Got it? Good. Now turn the hook. You forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be hurting Gutenberg. You have to watch out for that.
I unlocked it.
Make something out of you, yeah. Remember, this trunk's only for practice. With real locks, you have to watch out.
Let's try one more time. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Tell me something about the miller. Tell me something about yourself. Can you talk? No. I got 19 lockpick. Wait a 19, bro? When did I get 19?
Theo.
Let's come over here. Tanner. Tanner must have some meat.
G'day. What do you want?
Hopefully. Let's talk trade. No, she does not. Probably the butcher in town. You would think the tanner has meat because she kills the animals and takes their leather. But no, apparently. Let's come over here. Can I not? Bah! Come on. Come on. The dog could apparently do it. There we go. Got stuck. Not long ago, you buried this convict. Try and get him out of the house.
Miller Peshek sent me. He's very sorry, but by mistake, he didn't give you the full weight of flour last time. He says you should come and get the balance.
That rogue. How much is it?
Half a sack. That's nothing to sneeze at.
It certainly isn't. I'll go there right away.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
Hold on, maybe I can...
Could do with a bite to eat.
Whew. Can I not kill? There we go. Pork. Let's talk to you. Food.
I've got, you'll love this.
Let's give him some pork. Check my site. 61. Okay. Renegade brand. Penalties on stats following release from jail are 20% lower. Increased time you can do without sleep. Your energy level falls 1/4 more slowly. You grew up and improvise. Your stamina will regenerate faster at night. When dirty, you'll have a 50% more charisma when talking to women. However, people will smell you a mile off, reducing your stealth skill by 30. You'll last 30% longer without food, but as soon as you get hungry, the effects will be 20% worse. See some food here. Beth's.
Good day. What do you want?
Does Beth have services?
I'd like to...
Uh-huh. And
Heal my wounds, bath, and laundry to pay for a wench and everything that goes with that. Get a haircut. I could get a haircut. Battlefield perm. My leg. I'd rather not.
No.
Eastern influence.
No.
Checking everything out first. Polish, undercut, and mother's boy is what we got on right now. Oh my lord. Yeah, no.
No.
Let's go for Eastern influence. I like this.
I'd like that. Thank you.
that can be arranged, but you'll pay.
Haggle.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you?
2, 3, 4.
What do you say to this?
I'd almost shake. You won't regret
spending the money, I guarantee. And then we'll get a beard. Bathhouse services. Let's get a shave. Woodsman Pride. I'd rather not. Oh, he looks like a petty.
No deal.
I like that, but I would like the whole full-on beard. Not just like Duke. God, no.
No deal.
Casual. That's just the same thing.
No deal.
Let's go with Woodman's Pride. I like this.
I'd like that.
as you wish.
Haggle.
And how much are you with?
1, 2, 3.
Satisfied?
That's not enough. You won't regret.
I'm.
So what?
To pay for a wench and everything that goes with that.
I'd like
That can be arranged. But
You'll pay in advance. 40. I'm not paying that much.
That's too much.
as you wish.
Can't pickpocket her. I'll leave her with my money.
What's that?
Looks like Milan.
Good day to you.
What do you need? You fight for coin?
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalitz.
Hang on.
You fight for coin?
Alright.
Hold your horses, laddie.
Why silver?
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you?
Okay, leave.
Farewell.
Do me a favor. Punch me. Beat Milan, beat Ringlet, beat Stefan. So this is just for coin. I can beat people up for coin.
God be with you.
I've got the ring.
I've got a ring for you. Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I can trust with a job like Now run with the ring to Wojtek, the miller in Kohelnitz. He'll have some work for you, and I'll have something for you soon, too. A clever fellow like you will never want to work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell to just anyone.
You'll buy stolen goods from me. Oh, thanks for your trust. I'm sure that'll come in useful. Would you teach me something about the,
Aye. God be with you. I'll stand here. First, you have... Once you've found something, try stealing my dagger. That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out for real. Best practice on
Almost
drunk
failed.
sleeping folk.
Thanks, Pashek.
You're welcome. But I'll be having that